One day, she came home with 4 to 5 bags of claws, and immediately I spazzed out because we had money stashed but not enough for bills and this recent shopping spree. That's when,
Listen, stop fucking yelling and relax. I didn't use any of our money to butt this.
so where'd it come from?
The day before yesterday, I got a box of checks in the mail. They sent it to the wrong address. So I showed them to my mother, and she said we can use these. It doesn't matter if the person has money in their account or not. So I called Lala, and she drove us to the mall in Connecticut this morning. And we went shopping. They don't ask for any ID in those malls out there, so we did our thing.
Again, the demon took my intellect and mastermind abilities and, Kamal, yo, I know they got a furniture store, right?
Yeah,
We can get a whole new living room set, TV, VCR, stereo, speaker. Matter of fact, niggas that we know that got dough, we can sell them shit at the crazy discount.
we can buy jewelry too.
No doubt. Alright, so how many checks you got left?
A lot like 2 books. I gave my mother the other 2 and Lala 1.
Yike, bust it right. Tomorrow's Thursday. I'ma tell Trey to let me hold his Jeep until Saturday so we can knock these books off before your moms blow shit up. Get on the horn right now and let niggas give you some orders. Niggas get paid tomorrow, and it's the first of the month, so all them hustling. Niggas will be right by Sunday.
Yeah. Ooh, we gonna get crazy money. You are so smart, boo. I knew you would come up with some shit to get us paid.
Don't I always?
Yup, I get the way to make it, and you take it all the way. Ooh, I love you.
Yeah, I love you too. The next day, Edwina and I hit 2 malls in Connecticut and 1 in Jersey, and the day after that, we hit the outlets in Philly. By Saturday night, our 1 bedroom was so full we didn't have any room to walk around, but by Monday night, we had cashed in. We had all the clothes and equipment we needed, so the money we made was used to enhance our ghetto celeb status. We were a popular couple in our neighborhood, young, flashy, and we like having fun and showing off for people. And as this new money moved us into a new level of crime, our boldness and activity became a way of life. We always looked for ways to get over, and we were in constant search for get money scheme. We also met demons and demoness who were like us. There were so many that most of them are just vague memories, but one I can never forget. Besides Edwina's right hand, Lala, she had an associate in crime named Davina. Edwina and Davina, they hated each other because they were each other's strongest adversary. Edwina was 5'3", 135 pounds, totally athletic, hair always done in the latest style, nails always designed, and her outfit stayed Vogue statues. Davina was 5'5", 145 pounds, and just as tight as Edwina, if you didn't know them. You would swear they were sisters. They had caramel and chocolate smooth Estee Lauder kept skin, hypnotic dark brown eyes, and poisonous smiles. The kind of smiles that you know hid something devious but could never prove. Davina hated Edwina because Edwina had not only a nice apartment, but a boyfriend who was her partner in crime and was one of the most undercover demons she ever met. Edwina hated Davina because she didn't have any responsibilities. She lived on the 2nd floor of her grandmother's brownstone and only worried about her grades and the season's new fashions. They were 2 birds of a feather, made for each other, a perfect example of a love-hate relationship. Edwina was always saying how she couldn't stand Davina, but they were together almost as much as she and I were, and they always needed backup on some from each other in some type of craziness. The first one I was told about, or let in on, was a credit card/traveler's check scam. Columbia University's population is 90% rich kids from other states and 10% New York and neighboring towns. The out-of-state students are not too aware of the treachery of New York, and a lot of them are so relaxed they don't even look for the crime. The school's library, late at night, Thelma and Louise would wait until somebody walked away to get a book or fell asleep in one of the many booths, creep into the book bags and purses, remove the credit card, and replace it with one they had already used to divert suspicion. Then they would call the credit card company, act like they were so-and-so, report the card, lost, ask for a temporary replacement, then go to one of the many retrieval offices, usually in a hotel, and buy traveler's checks or get issued a new card, free money. But the one joint that was worst of all, the most cutthroat demonic scheme, was the fashion show. Davina was head of the Black Student Union, and she made Edwina the treasurer. They used to have parties and use their friends as the security and to DJ so they could lie about the budget as well as the profit and split the money. They never told me about it, but I knew Edwina too well. Every time she got money, she would buy some new shoes. She could not resist, and I would always monitor the money. So when shoes would appear, I'd check the finances, and it would be the same. And it usually was around the same time the BSU parties took place. They thought I was stupid and could hide it from me. That's when I started not to trust Edwina. When she told me they were having a fashion show, I knew there would be some kind of scandal behind it. When the rehearsal began 2 months before the show, Edwina's mother moved into a building on our block, and she was at our apartment on a regular basis. Edwina was so busy running wild in New York, claiming to be at rehearsal all hours of the night, that me and the Demon Queen spent a lot of days blazing the herbal haze and conversing about her relationship as well as mine. Me and Edwina got into many an argument about her mother because she was mad. Her mother was doing what she never wanted to do for me, like cook and clean. I also revealed a lot of information Edwina didn't want her to know. At the time, I didn't understand why, so I ignored her, and later, it blew up in my face. 4 days before the show, the Double Mint twins came to me with their master plan. I was sitting on the couch, haze at my lips, and fist of the White Lotus on the 64-inch. The two of them came into the house whispering like little kids plotting and,
Okay, Kay, we got an idea, and we want you to tell us what you think.
which meant they needed me and go with whatever my plan was.
Davina. Okay, now the fashion show on Saturday, and we figure there's going to be about $3,000 made, and we can get it all. Now, Weena's going to be at the front desk with this girl named Teresa, and they'll be taking the money. And because I'm the coordinator, I'll be all over the place. So nobody will think anything's wrong if I'm missing for a few minutes. But Weena's going to be stuck with Teresa, and I won't be able to get to the money without anyone noticing me, because I'm running shit. I can't go unnoticed.
So where's the money going to be kept?
Edwina, with me at the front desk in a little strong box.
To make sure nobody doesn't suspect y'all, this is what we'll do. First, we'll get another box exactly like the one that's going to be used. I can't bring it in because of the metal detectors.
Davina, I'll keep it upstairs in the office. I'll take you to it before you need it.
Yeah, then it's gonna be in the same place where the parties be.
Edwina, no, in the auditorium.
How far is the elevator from the auditorium?
Davina, there's some stairs that lead right to it from the BSU office.
Aight, that way. Nobody'll see me carrying the box. Then I'll creep down D. You'll stay in the office to let me back in, Weena. When you see me, you distract Shorty. I'll make the switch, jet back upstairs, drop off the box, and walk out the detectives.
Davina. And Teresa and Weena will be each other's witnesses. Then I'll come in and say, I saw somebody with it while they were distracted and nobody'll know shit. Edwina. See, I told you he'd figure something out. He's good at this.
Davina, he damn sure is. I bet you're good at everything you do.
That was my demon signal. He knew Davina was digging us. I wasn't sure before, but the way she said that let us know the deal, but we never expected what happened next. The day of the fashion show, I entered like everyone else, but I sat where Davina could see me. After intermission, she gave me a head nod to follow her, and we slipped up the back stairs, using the cover of the low lights and loud music from the show. I asked myself, why didn't I just get the key to the office from her? But I realized I had to let her feel like she was involved. I followed Davina in silence, heart pounding because campus security could catch us and blow the whole plan. We reached the third floor and she unlocked the door and handed me a black plastic bag containing the tool. Quickly yet calmly, I descended the steps, exited, and waited. My distance was not suspicious, and the shade I laid down made me almost non-existent. Edwina's thirst for money showed in her anxiousness. If I was a cop, I would have been able to tell she was about to do something. I watched intensely, trying to will her to see me without blowing my cool. And just when I thought I was going to have to speak, she looked over and smiled. I gave her a face that chilled the depths of hell. She was letting anyone who may have been watching know she was acknowledging someone who wanted to remain unseen. She understood, and she contained her emotions. Seconds later, she was whispering in Teresa's ear, and they both stood up and turned, leaving the box unattended. As they stepped off, me and the demon slithered to the desk like an eel in its element under the cover of seaweed. We made the switch and headed back to the stairwell. He didn't even check to see if we were seen. We knew our statues. We knew our skill was unsurpassed. We reached the third floor, knocked only once, and Davina opened the door. With her Victorias fully exposed,